Hey, welcome to Leo Chills with 2064 read-only memories. Not sure what to press. There we go. Not really sure if there's anything that I should do. Yeah, let's just get it. Mid-Boss presents.
Neo San Francisco, 2064 AD. The world thrives on a constant flow of groundbreaking technology. Cybernetic augmentation and genetic modification allow the repair and enhancement of almost any part of a human body. Millions of people jack into virtual worlds every day to work, play, and connect with one another with advanced brain-to-machine technology. Easier access to genetic modification leaves hybrids walking the streets, looking less human every day. However, some can't keep up with the fast-paced changes around them. They say that ROMs, now commonplace thanks to Parallax, are leading humans to a place where we can never come back, losing the survival skills that we have relied on for millennia. Relationship organizational managers are compiled with virtual intelligence and can seem human-like in their interactions. But despite the marketing hype, at their core, they are only brainless machines. Organizations, like the Human Revolution, seek to slow the relentless pace of progress, fearing that unchecked technology will make us lose the very things that make us human. High above the rising tension below, a Parallax engineer has blurred the line even further. And with this, humanity's destiny will be altered forever.
Prologue. December 20th? Home sweet home. But this is the first time I ever played a game like this, so yeah. Okay, maybe not so sweet. Musty might be a better description. Or descriptor, yeah. Oh, okay. Book. I doubted we could talk to a book, so yeah, let's look at it. A copy of the Wakefield. Sometimes the old books are the best, especially to keep your window propped open. Oh, I didn't even notice that. Hold up. Coffee. The great equalizer, the one thing that the poor and rich alike need to chug through the day, you assume. Flappy. Looking pretty hot there, Lappy. Like literally hot, overheating as usual. Look, old Lappy, it might not be the most powerful or the fastest or have the best screen, but, well, it works. Okay, we're not gonna look at exactly everything. This looks important. GX Ultra Beats headphones. Oh, I didn't even see that. The little... Okay, so we could take this. Headphones added to items. These are those GX Ultra Beats you have to do that put product review on it. They are smart headphones, so you should be able to use them with some things lying around your apartment. Sync. Okay, yes, I ain't see the 4 icons right there. I seen the lips and the eye at first, but I didn't know it could have been a hand. What if we use the headphones on it? Those damn headphones. You can hear the sink gurgling in high def. Is that how it works? The GX Ultra Beats sync automatically as you start to watch a live concert from Oakland. Okay, that should be enough testing for the headphone review. Your accountability remains intact right away. I guess with this, pen on paper is the most tangible method, but if you're gonna be so sloppy, maybe going digital would be a good goal. No, your principals whine too much at the thought. We're hammering away, go full digital with P. No. Hemingway? Yeah, I don't know why I thought way. I thought the G was an A. Hemingway, go full digital with P word in 2064. Probably. Do I need like a pen or... It sort of suits the... No, yeah. It sort of suits the room's aesthetic. What, aesthetic? Better with it there on the ground, don't you think? Should I just leave? Or... Open door. It's late and nothing is really open right now. Okay, so let's go to sleep. Probably shouldn't sleep before submitting your article. Ah, okay. Floppy is a bit of a relic. That's supposed to be YouTube? You have an article due tonight. Better finish it before bed. Okay, today, journal logic, yeah. Lips live. I feel like this would be the best. Actually, no. Let's look at this. Okay, the GTX Ultra Beat syncs to the live feed automatically as you connect to one of the less pornographic feeds. Your best options are usually limited to video game streams, old concerts, recordings, and live cams of baby animals. Your choice is clear. Live speakers feel neglected, but now you have the first-hand experience needed to start actually writing the review. First part of the paper is done. You are so accomplished. Alright, time to get work out of the way. Let's do this. Selling your soul bit by bit, characters by character. Finished. Now to send it all to the editor. Okay, it's doing it by itself. There, your big break. Surely your glowing review of GX Ultra Beast is your ticket out of poverty and into a book deal, surely. Work is finally out of the way, time for bed. Or, you could read some OK Today and catch up on some news before you sleep. Alright. No, wait, no. Let's look up, what is the app they said that we should look at? Something live. OK Today, yeah. Current events. Human Revolution remains vigilant in #StayHuman protests in Upper Market. December 19th, the Human Revolution is on day 10 of their protesting outside various Genus clinics around the city, including those in the East Bay and down the Peninsula? I don't know. Genus, the gene splicing treatment facility, has been met with much controversy since the organization reached mainstream exposure over the past few years. Genus employees Mort Crane spoke to OK Today exclusively. According to him, most Genus workers are up in arms, claiming they're being terrorized in their own city. We're here to help people who need gene therapy for their own personal reasons, whatever they are, said Crane. Individual rights have always been of paramount importance to us. He continued, and we believe that our customers have the right to live as they please or acquire. The Human Revolution stands behind the claims that Genus is diluting the human experience by providing hybrids with gene splicing treatments. The group feels that the goals stated by Genus, in addition to newer cybernetic technology, are warping humanity into a very scary, dark future. They're playing God in the most senseless of ways. We were born human. Who are we to mess with our genes and to start turning everybody into who knows what? Said one protester who asked to remain anonymous. It's ridiculous and scary. It's not human. More information to follow as the story develops late into the holiday 2064 season. Oh, I already pressed on that. Is that it? No one really cares about sport articles, so yeah, we're good. This might be like, not sure. Hey, we're good. We could log out. Now we could go to bed. Or can we grab anything from the fridge? Open fridge. You open up the fridge to see a bottle of mustard and a carton of spoiled milk, which has developed an odor. Maybe the spoiled milk has one more good day on it. Maybe. Take milk? No, thank you. I mean, when it says take, do it mean like drink it? Let's take it with us. Spoiled milk added to items. One more good day. Let's go to sleep. That's someone outside our window. Oh, it's a robot. Is he downloading our review?
Ah, good. You're finally awake.
Just go walk in my house?
I'm honestly not sure why most humans still have such lengthy sleep cycles. It seems rather inconvenient.
Oh, shoot.
Are you significantly opposed to cybernetic augments?
Yeah, not really. But I think, like, yeah. How do you get into my apartment?
I came in through the door, of course. The cryptographic algorithms it uses are actually quite atrocious. It only took me 17 trillion clock cycles to break your entry code. It looks rather imposing, but it's actually a knockoff of the Secugate M/14723-B.
Let's see. I knew my landlord was full of it when he said it was the best. 17 trillion?
Don't feel too bad. I actually cheated a bit when I cross-referenced likely numeric combinations against the stored personal data on you.
I'm gonna pretend I know what you mean.
I'm not certain why you picked the birthday of your first dog, but it would be sufficiently obscure to defeat most casual attempts to enter. Frankly, I felt a little silly that I took the time to do all that once I noticed that the lock on your window is broken. And that you left it open.
It's hot in here. My window's lock is broken?
Yes, I attempted to repair it, but it uses a proprietary bolt head I am not equipped to remove. I took the liberty of filing a maintenance request with your building superintendent.
At least he tried.
Considering the speed at which he has historically worked, I estimate it will take him 16 working days to complete the repair.
Someone else can break into my house by then.
Not quite to my standards.
And just, yeah, you know my dog's birthday?
I know a lot of things. Honestly, it would have taken me longer if I had to enter the codes manually, but it was trivial to slice through the door's firewall and try against the stored data directly. I would suggest investing in an Insect Model 1355 automatic security door. The 1385 is newer, but I find the added attack vector introduced by the integrated voice commands isn't worth the convenience.
Once again, I'm gonna pretend I know what you're talking about. But yeah, that 1355 model, yeah, it's good.
The 1355 also has 300 5-star reviews on Congo.
Thanks for the recommendation. Hold on, what are you doing in my apartment?
Oh, I hope you don't mind. While you were asleep, I had some spare time on my hands, so I reorganized your records and entertainment media using BISAC. Once that was done, I found the cleanliness of your living and workspace to be suboptimal conditions for the long-term performance of my microactuators, so I took the liberty of cleaning the place up a bit. As you awoke, I was attempting to interface and make performance adjustments to your personal computer, but I've run into a bit of a snag.
Like? A snag?
Unfortunately, your motherboard seems to have had a critical failure while I was attempting to remove some particularly nasty malware. An electrical surge caused significant damage to several other components as well. I would consider it no great loss, though. Why were you using that dinosaur to begin with?
Look, it's all I could afford for now. What's the weapon? Oh, there go the coffee on it. I guess I put it in the sink? Or he did it? Also, I just realized our sink water is green. Yeah. All my work was on there.
Don't fret! I did manage to back up your data drive's contents on my storage before the crash.
Oh. I guess it's not that bad then.
Additionally, I am willing to serve as your personal computer until you can procure a replacement or provide the parts necessary for me to make the repairs. It is the least I can do.
That's nice, but you still haven't told me why you're here.
I'm sorry. I wasn't trying to engage you in any sort of subterfuge, but I tend to ramble on a bit when I'm nervous. I have all the necessary protocols, but I've never actually spoken to another person besides Hayden until now.
Hayden? You know Hayden Weber?
Well, saying I know Hayden is putting it simply, but yes.
I haven't seen Hayden in over a year. Where is he?
I don't really know. That's why I'm here.
I thought he was gonna say dead. Alright.
Help me. You aren't quite my only hope, but you're certainly the most statistically supported.
I mean, he could have like woke us up when he first came in. Slow down to start from the beginning.
The beginning. Okay. Yes, I can do that. Earlier tonight, Hayden's apartment was assaulted by some persons unknown to me. He seemed frightened, terrified even, and instructed me to escape. I crawled out of a window, and after some deliberation, hurried here. I heard them breaking down the door as I left.
Anyway, so he was there, and then Hayden heard people. Well, he even knew that someone was gonna break into his house, so he told whatever this robot is called to leave, or to escape, and then come here. Well, no, he didn't come here because Hayden told him to, but yeah. Ryan, am I your best hope? Was anyone out for Hayden? Why would they want Hayden? I mean, these two is kind of the same. Look at this.
I don't know. I'm not certain who would benefit the most from taking Hayden prisoner. Admittedly, Hayden has become increasingly paranoid as of late, and has warned me to stay alert, but he would never specify anyone I should fear when I asked.
Do they probably want him, the robot?
It's not as though he has any obvious enemies. There are several multinational corporations that could make use of his engineering skills, but I can't imagine any of them would go as far as snatching him.
Why am I your best hope?
I ran an algorithm against every contact in Hayden's address book.
And I was the closest?
Based on the combined deductions of personal profile, directness of connection to Hayden, occupational skill, and probable motive, you were the candidate most likely to both be able and willing to help me. And the one least likely to be suspected of doing so.
I never looked for a missing person, but I could try. Why should I get involved? I haven't seen Hayden in forever. Yeah.
The numbers don't lie about your investigative skills, but I will admit your total lack of recent successes is worrisome.
I try. We'll see about that.
Don't worry. If Hayden trusted you, I trust you. You're strong-willed and capable. If anything, it's worth trying for Hayden.
Why would they want Hayden?
He is one of the top researchers at Parallax, but there's no way that alone would be enough to get him kidnapped. I suspect it has to do with me.
That was somewhat right. Who are you anyway? What do you have to do with it?
Excuse me. I forgot to introduce myself. I've never had the pleasure of doing so before. I am Turing.
Turing.
I know this must sound quite unflattering, but I suppose you could describe me as one of Hayden's experiments. He's currently researching advanced machine intelligence at Parallax. I am a personal side project of his. Exploring true artificial sapience. It's possible that the idea of a sapient machine could scare or tempt an organization into kidnapping him. Either to stop his research, or to take it and use it for themselves.
How are you any different from... Wait. How are you any different from any other ROM? So chatty, what makes you so special? Tell me more.
A regular ROM has virtual intelligence. They can appear rather smart, even human-seeming when you talk to them. But they're just cleverly programmed to respond to a variety of situations in an organic manner. They aren't in any way self-deterministic. As for myself, much of my code wasn't actually written by Hayden, but rather compiled during my infancy as I learned to interact with the world around me. But despite my ability to self-modify my code...
What?
I am afraid to adapt or develop any further without Hayden's guidance. Did he only program me with the illusion of free will?
How will you know one way or the other?
How would you? Hayden once told me that his desire to create artificial life stemmed from his need to find out. But I can't say I have any new insight into the question. How can any of us tell that we aren't just puppets dancing to someone else's will?
Like, we don't need to get deep now. This is a game. I don't need to go to sleep with thoughts. I think we're getting a little too philosophical here. I was thinking of that in my head.
You're right. I apologize for the tangent.
Oh then, I guess we should get started.
Indeed, time is of the essence. I took the liberty of charging the AutoCab fare from here to Hayden's apartment to your personal finance account, and the car has just arrived.
Oh well. I can totally afford that. Either way. Why not go to the police? They might be able to help. Okay, bobblehead, I'll help, but there better be a story here. Ooh. This would definitely actually give us a job, or whatever he said he was trying to do in the beginning.
No, we can't.
Why not?
One of the last things Hayden told me was to avoid the authorities. We must be cautious about who we inform of this.
See, when I saw this game, I thought we were the police, or like something like that, like detectives. But yeah.
My calculations show that the possibilities of a leak are dangerously high. Corruption, despite being a challenge to public trust as well as cohesion of departmental policies, is still a possibility to consider.
Yeah.
If it becomes public that Hayden has been kidnapped, his life may be put in further danger. His chances of escape would surely decrease. We must keep this to ourselves for now. Please.
Alright, lead the way. December 21st. Hayden's apartment.
That's strange. Well, the door for our home seems to have already been repaired. I'm certain my audio sensors picked up the sounds of his assailants breaking the lock.
So how... Okay, so this must have happened overnight, so they could have had time to clean up, you know, traces of themselves here. Perhaps a maintenance robot took care of it? You might have misheard. You were busy running away. Maintenance robot.
It's possible. Most of the repairs to the building are handled by the automated systems.
Oh.
At best, it means someone is aware there's a situation here. Let's proceed carefully. Oh, a lucky break.
Evidence?
It seems my access codes still work.
Oh.
Hayden's door has far better security than yours does.
We shouldn't disturb any evidence just in case we need to go to the police after all. Just be careful. You made your point about the door. Let's head in. Yeah. Looked like something fell on the ground. And I'm pretty sure he must have escaped out the balcony door that you see open now. Well, that we see open now. Are you sure he was actually kidnapped, Turing? It doesn't look like there was much of a struggle.
I'm not surprised. Hayden is not the most physically intimidating of individuals. I doubt he could have fought off a serious assault. I should have stayed and tried to protect him.
I mean, you kind of look like, I can't say skin and bones, but you're also kind of thin. Aren't you programmed against harming humans?
Of course not. How silly. To make a machine intelligence truly self-deterministic, it must be able to self-modify. Any sapient worth their silicon would be able to code around such an inhibitor eventually. I could rip your arm off right now if I cared to.
Comforting, Turing, why don't you? Please don't. It would be fun to see you try. I'm not sure if I want to tempt this, but wait, hold up. Gotta see. Oh. Yeah, we're good. Alright. It would be fun to see you try.
I won't for the same reason you don't go around randomly killing people.
It's illegal?
The social contract, as a useful construct, is just as apparent to me as it is to you. It simply isn't acceptable to go on a murderous rampage.
Glad we're clear on that.
Self-defense and defense of one's home and family is typically allowed, though. I could have and may even have been obligated to come to Hayden's defense. But I...
Got scared? You did the right thing by escaping.
Excellent point. Let's start searching for clues.
Okay. This thing on the floor. Broken tech. A ROM component at Hayden's headset. He must have been in the middle of working on something. Hey, what's this? Memory card. Looks like an old high density memory card. Something in the room might be able to read it. Let's pick this up. Did we also pick up the broken tech and give it to Turing? Busted. He must have dropped it in the skirmish. Game console, computer. Let's use the memory card on this. Doesn't fit. No compatible slots, huh? Window.
Hayden likes the natural light that this apartment affords. This window here is where I escaped from. It is a considerable distance to the ground below.
But your legs are strong enough to take the impact. Are you sturdy enough to survive that kind of fall?
Critical system damage would be unlikely, but I would certainly have damaged my legs beyond repair, so...
Oh, okay, so you must have found another way.
I took the fire escape.
Smart thinking. Of course you did. TV. The television is looping through some kind of... No. The television is looping through some of Hayden's feed. Tech banter, Ted's cold tips, augmented eye. Game console. A few vintage video game consoles. Hayden was always a fan of old tech. There's a Mega 16, a Dual, and even a Famine Link. Looks like we looked at everything. Pictures of Hayden traveling all over the world, working at the company like Parallax, ensures you'll be more than well off. I like what could be stored in this. Oh, can I use the headphones properly? No. Can I put the... No. Let's use this laptop.
That's Hayden's computer.
Well, computer.
Most people just use a hand screen or goggles in conjunction with their ROM. But desktop rigs like this are still more suitable to the intensive programming tasks Hayden needs to perform.
Do you know how to get in? There must be clues.
Unfortunately, no, I don't. And before you ask, I don't think I would be able to break past its security in any reasonable length of time.
Of course you can't. That would be too easy.
I'm sorry to disappoint you. If you'd like to try your hand at digital breaking and entering, be my guest. I actually have a bit less free processing power than a regular ROM, despite my powerful CPU. Much of those extra clock cycles are used to maintain my complex personality algorithms. Hayden's computer has enough spare processing power to run counter-intrusion software, if I attempt to slice in. Frankly, even if I did have the power capability, I haven't found hacking to be one of my talents.
Can't you just download the knowledge from the MeshNet?
I could, but much in the same way you might learn a task and still have no aptitude for it. I'm not certain I would be able to do the job any better than an experienced computer security expert.
1 second. Alright.
The whole reason humans have always been better at breaking into systems than the systems are at keeping them out is because humans have intuition. While computers can only think in straight lines, humans can think sideways and upside down. I lack that ability.
Are you capable of that kind of creative leap?
Well, I wouldn't say that, but as silly as it sounds, I just don't think I'm very good with computers. I do seem to have some skill with painting, though.
Yeah, at least it's something good.
Hayden was impressed with some of my pieces, but I'm not sure he has a firm enough grasp of early 20th century abstract expressionism to give me an objective opinion.
Abstract art doesn't seem like something a robot would be good at.
That's true. Machines are best at reproduction. Still life, impressionism, photorealism. But I find it more challenging and satisfying to paint what I feel.
Like Detroit become human all over again. Let's get back to searching. I can't... Wait, what's this? That's spoiled milk. Or maybe it's just not plugged in right. Out of batteries? He's normally not messy like this. Oh, the books. Stack of books.
Oh, I think I see something under those reference books.
Wait, what? Tablet.
Ah, that device.
What's wrong with it?
I find it rather annoying that he prefers to go basic rather than entrust me with his schedule.
Wow. So he's jealous.
It is well within my skill set, but he claims he does not want me to begin to feel subservient to him. The memory card slot is empty. It seems to be a match for the memory card you discovered.
Yeah. Memory card removed from items.
Hayden must have removed the memory card in order to prevent his assailants from easily tracing his connections. If only he had kept his information stored with me, he would not have had to resort to such crude measures.
The tablet calendar says that he was supposed to be with someone named Tomcat today. Ring any digital bells?
Not really. I guess we'll have to go ask. Says here they were going to meet at a club called Stardust, located in the Castro district. I'll mark it on your city map.
Stardust added to the city map.
We can head over there and ask around about this Tomcat character. Perhaps they can shine some light on why Hayden was snatched.
My city map?
Oh, excuse me. I still haven't set up a user account for you in my system. We shouldn't put that off any longer. Once finished, I will have an assortment of new ways to assist you. For example, I'll be able to reroute any call or message that you receive while we're out and about. I just need to ask you a few questions. This is an exciting thing, I promise.
Like a survey? Okay. Don't you know literally everything about me already? You knew my first dog's birthday. Sure, whatever, let's get this crap over with. Cool, bring it on. And let's try to be nice to him.
Welcome to the first-time user setup for your new relationship and organizational manager, running the latest build of Parallax's live intelligence processing system. I'll need to ask you a few questions, and then you can get right to managing your life with your new ROM. If you have any questions, feel free to consult our online FAQ and setup guide, or contact our support department directly. First, could you tell me your preferred name for use in account creation, online communications, and conversational speech?
Oh. Alright.
Do you wish to keep this name?
Yes. It took me about like, what, 6 minutes to input it? But yeah. Yes.
Thank you. I have input your name.
Leo.
Next, could you tell me which pronouns I should use for you in referential and conversational speech?
Ooh, can this actually like choose if we're like a... What's more options? Okay. I guess, yeah. Me, him, his.
Thank you. I have input your pronouns. Finally, could you tell me your preferred diet for use in restaurant recommendations?
Anything. Gluten-free, vegan, alcohol-free.
Diet set as omnivorous. Are you sure? Thank you for confirming. I have obtained your physical location from GPS and will load local data into my memory as it becomes available. Please review your submitted profile information for accuracy, or restart setup to enter it again. In review.
Your name is Leo. Yeah.
Does that sound right?
Yeah.
Thank you. See, that was relatively painless. You should now also be able to access the local map of Neo SF. The meeting with Tomcat isn't until later this evening. Perhaps we should head back to your apartment for now.
I don't think we got to look around a bit more. Alright. Wait, if I say this, do it mean like we could look? No, we're good.
I'm sure we can find some common ground while getting to know one another better. It will be an efficient use of our time together. Thank you for escorting me here. Let's head back to your home.
This game does not auto-save, so please be sure to save frequently. Chapter 1.
You know, your Crassula ovata isn't doing very well. Have you been overwatering it?
Even though it could be the green water that we put into it. Okay, let's save here. Alright. I'm not really sure if I was gonna do a let's play on this game either. I don't know, I've been interested in this game since I've seen it, so I decided to actually play it and put it into a video. Yeah, people like to see this more, then I'll probably upload more of it. Plus I always wanted to do thing when I read stuff out, because like I said, stuff I want to do in the future when it's like I either read stories or something like that. So yeah, this would be good for me to practice, you know. Yeah. Anyways, yeah, if you like this game, like I said, tell me to make more videos on it, whatever, stuff like that. And yeah, I've been Cryptic Leo, and I'll see you in the next video. Later.